New bike day! Let's get her open. Oh yeah, this is so sweet. She's beautiful. Awesome. Oh yeah, it's a dropper post. Now I finally get a dropper post on my own bike. Yes, I love them. Here she is. This should be the Axis battery pack. This is the Specialized Epic 8 Expert. We've got the SID Select Plus, SID Luke Select Plus GX transmission, and it weighs 24 pounds. Pretty light, pretty light. Big upgrade from my previous bike, Trek Marlin 8, which was really good. I had a great time on that bike. All the specialized manuals, Sharon battery pack, Axis power pack. Here we got the Axis pod shifter. We have some cables, reflectors, valves. Awesome. We got spacers for the fork in there. This is the in-frame storage bag, swap bag. Awesome in-frame storage, and it even comes with 2 side loader cages. Awesome. Alright, this is the bar. Everything in here. We'll just check this out. We got the brakes, SRAM level bronze, nice silver brakes. Got the twist lock, lockout. Now, you take it out. Oh, this is beautiful. Alright guys, after this point, we do not have any more footage. Unfortunately, we're having some storage issues with filming, and also the footage we did capture got lost and deleted in the process. Extremely sorry. We do have another bike build coming. Bike sitting in the garage right now, so we'll do an awesome video and build on that. So expect that to be coming in the next 2 months or so. Now, let's take a look at how the build turned out. we got her back in the stand. And that's because we have a new package. Alright, so yeah, first ride has been completed, so she's a little dusty. Dusting her off though. Dirt peeled right off that ride wrap, so nice. Although it's not tacking down in some areas, like right there. So we'll see how it goes. You know, if we have to peel it off, no biggie. You know, all good there. Alright, so this package we're from Worldwide Cycling. Would have been nice to have 2 days ago, not a deal killer. We thought we were going to need rim tape, but we picked up some extra at our local bike shop, thinking we needed to do the tubeless tires, but they were already wrapped. But nice to have some extra rim tape, you know, future bike builds and whatnot, that will be coming. Our custom SID fender, bolt-on fender, so we don't have to use it as a track or whatever, so this bolts right on. Super nice. Nice and sleek. So we saw that. And possibly the easiest and cheapest out of all of them, sham crank boots. You know, just keep that protected up there. Looks like we might have to uninstall the pedals to be able to do that. So let's get that underway. Alright, here we are guys, a few months later. We had an amazing race on this bike, 55th out of about 130 at regionals, Eastern regionals for NICA. So it's been an amazing bike, and I'm here to share my thoughts and impressions on it. So this bike has basically been everything I could ask for. It's more bike than I ever dreamed of ever having, and I've really been happy with how I've been doing in my bike race career and whatnot. This bike is super light. According to Specialized, it's 24 pounds stock, although I have added a few things on it. You know, always got to have water, Garmin mount, I got stuff in the storage and whatnot, so it's probably closer with water and everything, 25 and a half, 26 pounds maybe, which still is about 3-4 pounds lighter than my previous bike, which was sitting around 29 pounds stock. So 5 pounds overall when you think about it. And it's super lightweight. Like, compared to my other bike, this is super lightweight, but you get used to it very quickly. You know, I've gotten very used to this bike. Clipping in on it is awesome. I absolutely love clip-in pedals. Never going back to flat skin. Rode flats yesterday. Could not stand the pedals for the love of my life. So you can really just pick the bike up and put it where you want it. It's like you are one with the bike. Lockout is super amazing. Did have a few troubles with it in the early stages. So it's a 3-position damper, so it's got open and then pedal, which is kind of like half lockout, and then full lockout, which is actually very firm and truly is a full lockout. Although it wouldn't click into the 3rd lockout position, and that had an issue with the internals, with the cable and lead end and whatever. I will show a close-up of that. So right in here on the lockout, where that little tab is, right there, you pull that off, you have the lead ends of the cable, and there's kind of set into, and one of them was popped out, not set in all the way. So if you have that issue where it won't click into all the modes, pop that cap off, make sure the lead ends of the wire are set in their position. We did add a little mud guard down there, gotta keep her clean. One of the biggest things on this bike, this was also my first bike I've building up, so all my other bikes were already built up by shops, so this wasn't complete build. I mean, it was mostly put together from the Specialized factory. So I had to attach the lockout up here. Rear was already done, had to install the dropper post. Could not get that figured out, giving me a ton of trouble. So I just took that to a bike shop, got it done. Did not have to bleed the brakes, thankfully. Had to set up the tubeless tires, which is really well done. And I'm truly sorry, guys, we could not do a build video on this. We are having storage issues with phone, so we're not able to record a lot. Also, half of the footage we did record got lost and deleted somewhere. Good news though, we got another bike sitting in the garage in a box, and we trust me, we will do an amazing build video on that. So cannot wait for that. Expect that in maybe like a month or two. Still waiting on a few parts for the bike, and will be another like month probably before I get all the footage uploaded and edited and everything. We did ride wrap this bike, so in the end I would recommend the ride wrap. Right here we got a little spot where it's not ride wrapped, and you can see like the color, it really makes the color pop. I got the matte finish here. The gloss was just, I think, a little too glossy, so we got the matte finish. It did give me quite a headache. I did try to rush it though, get it done in one night. Do not recommend that. Give yourself at least 3 days and then another day for it to just adhere. So it is awesome. It keeps your frame protected, and it's super easy to wash. Like, dirt does not stick to this. You can rub it right off. You can just hose it down and it becomes sparkling clean in an instant. So that is awesome. Don't have to spend too much time washing, and it looks a lot cleaner. There are a few parts where it kind of didn't really stick down and it's getting dirt under it. It was really hard to get some areas to stick down or get some areas to line up perfectly. Although if it does become really bad, we can always tear it off. You can always do it again. Not that bad actually. So overall, impressed with that. Transmission I've loved. Now, it is a new product. It's awesome. There are no cables. There are no settings to have to deal with. You don't have to retune the derailleur. You can basically shift it like in 2 millimeters at a time if you want to, like up or down, to just adjust the settings to get it tuned up. You don't have to do that very often. It's really just set and forget. You can shift under load to an extent. Now, under serious load, not really. Wouldn't be something I recommend. It does get a little clanky at that. Although shifting is super precise, super smooth. Half the time you don't even hear the shift or know you're shifting. Although if you like no cables, you like the sleek design, the quiet and quick shift is awesome. But if I were to build up a new bike like I got in there, now that bike does not have a UDH mount, and I'll talk about that later, but if I were building up a new bike, this is extremely expensive and about twice the cost for the entry-level transmission than like top-of-the-line Shimano. And in the end, I wouldn't justify the cost for the performance. I would get a superior performing drivetrain that was half the cost than a almost just as good drivetrain that was double or even triple the price. Although I have been impressed by it and will not be changing out, as that came on the bike, and I'll just take it as it's awesome. Brakes are awesome. 4-piston, most powerful brakes I've ever had. Awesome brakes. Brakes on the other bike were getting really bad. Just suspension is awesome, super smooth, and this is like a 120 mil bike, and some people say that's a trail bike, some people say that's an XC bike, but as you know, the XC courses are getting a lot more technical and demanding, and I can confirm that as I race. So this feels like a really fun and like trail bike when you want it to, except when you want to race and you want to go fast and really speedy, it will definitely kick in that gear and get you going up real fast. But it's also fun to just throw around and play on the trails and whatnot. So that's amazing. In-frame storage fits. It's a ton of room. Currently got CO2 cartridges and a little spare change in there. Got my water ball mount on here. Clip-in pedals are awesome. Dropper super smooth. 150 mil is a little short, but it works for now, so I'll take it. Tires are good, rims are good, super strong, haven't had any issues. Also got these awesome oil slick muck off valves, tubeless valves, amazing. Now, something else I've also noticed on this transmission, you do, like, when you pop it down, you do get a little bit of chain slap. You can hear it a little bit, and if you can see down here, the chain kind of slaps on that bottom plastic piece of the transmission, and that's definitely more clear when you're in a higher gear. It can be a little closer and really slaps onto that a little bit, although out on the trail that's not really that much of an issue. You can't really notice it that much. So yeah, it's really been an awesome bike and can't wait to really get some more time on it. Alright, another issue I had first building up, and this is sometimes common from factories, you know, bolts might not be tightened all the way sometimes. So this is proprietary to Trek. It's called knock block. So it basically prevents the bars from turning all the way, so I can't turn the bars any further. Now this doesn't have a knock block, it's a specialized system, I'm not sure what they call it. But earlier, when I first got the bike, when I turn it, it would stop, but then I could, like, I'm pushing hard right now. Earlier, I could push and the bars would turn more. So basically, just under this little flap right here, there's a little bolt down there. I'll see if I can show it in a close-up. But you basically just turn that a little bit. Good as new, nice and tight. So that's awesome. Also, something else to mention when riding this bike is how quiet it is. There's no rattling. It's pretty much completely quiet. You just hear the trail under you, which is really awesome. It's amazing feeling just out there riding it, and I can't wait for you guys to also see that, you know, do some films with it and whatnot. So it's awesome. Best bike ever. Wait, what was I gonna say? Hold on, let me just think. I can cut this out.